Well, good evening, YouTube. Hello. I'm William Brantley, reporting live from Bemis, Tennessee, also known as South Jackson, Tennessee. Today's climate summary and give you a forecast for the next few days momentarily. Turned out to be another beautiful day today, a little on the cool side, but have heart, warmer weather is coming, especially toward the early part of next week, with some clouds and a little rain also. But in wintertime, you kind of expect that with warmer temperatures. But in the meantime, let's look at today's climate summary. The skies were clear at 5 o'clock p.m. The temperature here in Bemis at that time was 24 degrees. As of right now, 6:47 p.m., it's down to 21 degrees, which actually happens to be the low for the day. Let me double check that while I'm at it. Yep. 21 degrees is the current temperature and low for the day. So the midnight temperature possibly may end up being the 24-hour low for the day. Originally it was 22 degrees was the low. Now it's down to 21 degrees, but it did get up to freezing today, 32 degrees. Was the high today. So it was a sort of a frozen day in that regard, since the temperature did not get above freezing. So we had a frozen day here in Jackson, Tennessee, with a low of 21 degrees now and a high of 32 degrees. Of course, no precipitation fell since midnight here. And the coldest wind chill was 8 degrees this morning at 9 a.m. Remember, it was 8 degrees yesterday morning at 7 a.m. But this morning it was 8 degrees, the coldest wind chill, at 9 a.m. this morning. And let me see, the highest wind gust today was 24 miles per hour out of the north at 3:32 a.m. Today's records for January the 30th, hottest high would be 73 degrees in the year 2002 and 2013. The coldest high would be 15 degrees in 1966. The warmest low would be 64 degrees in 2002, while the coldest low would be 6 below zero, -6 in 1966. That makes even 22 degrees for a low don't seem all that bad, mentally anyways, even though even that's pretty doggone cold. Alright, rainfall record for today, 2.41 inches, and that fell in 1950. Snowfall record for January the 30th would be 3 inches in 1949. Alrighty, that's the basic climate summary for the evening. Let me show you a few more items. You'd like to see the radar, I'm sure, and the satellite at the same time. It shows, excuse me, it shows clear skies over West Tennessee, which is expected. But to our north, not that far to our north, there's actually some snow falling up around the Paducah, Kentucky, and between there and St. Louis, Missouri. And it's snowing up in that area. That snow is headed towards central Kentucky, maybe as far south as Nashville, Tennessee, but I believe it will stay north of West Tennessee. And they might get a little bit of accumulation up there, actually, in that part of Missouri and Illinois and Kentucky. As you can see, the clouds are thin to our north along the Kentucky border, So it's still basically clear over West Tennessee this evening, and across the whole state for that matter. The only other clouds is heading off the coast of North Carolina, and the rain is dissipated, what the radar was able to pick up on out in the Atlantic Ocean. Now some more rain down in Louisiana, as you can see, moving into Mississippi, southwest of Jackson, Mississippi. And really that's about it, anywhere nearby at least. That is the closest snow area. Let me see if I can get a slightly better view of that. Go in some, see where that snow is coming down a little bit better. Carbondale, Illinois, it's snowing. Just east of Lebanon, Missouri, it's snowing. All the way over to almost Evansville, Indiana. Of course, it's probably snowing in St. Louis, Missouri, or at least the southern portions of St. Louis. And it was stretching all the way over to just north of Kansas City, Missouri, or Kansas. I'm not sure which one that is. And there you see it there, a little bit better. But it's pretty heavy up there. It looks like pretty heavy up there in the Missouri area. But that snow, like I said, is heading toward central Kentucky, possibly as far south as Nashville, Tennessee. But other than that, it's okay here in West Tennessee. Might be a few clouds passing by up along the Kentucky-Tennessee border, but that's about as far south as it's going to go tonight. Let me move it back up a little, get Tennessee back in the center. Go out one more loop. Oh, that'd be back where I had it. Let me go out one more and get more of the nation in and give it time to catch up. Looks like it's spotty snow in the northeast portions of the country, and up here in Montana, right along the Canadian border. Other than that, the nation is reasonably dry tonight. Alright, I didn't mean to choke up there at the last second. Alright, that's the national radar view. Let's go ahead and look at the National Weather Service's basically 2-day forecast. National 2-day forecast. That's the map for this afternoon, made out at let's see if I can get it to go. Made out about 2:15 this afternoon. There you see the area of snow to our north, Missouri, Illinois, on over to western Kentucky. And again, it's expected to move kind of east-southeast. We're fixed to have a warm front to be moving back through by tomorrow afternoon anyways. There you see the rest of the country, what's going on, not a whole lot. The areas of snow were sort of expected. And what it looks like out west, even the western part of the country, looks fairly dry this afternoon. Alright, that's again today's map features. Tomorrow morning's map features as of about 4 a.m. It looks like this. An area of rain and snow is possible in north central, according to the Weather Service, and northern portions of Middle Tennessee, maybe the extreme northeastern sections of West Tennessee, but mostly rain in West Tennessee. Well, really, I think it's going to be more like fair skies tomorrow here in most West Tennessee. I'm going to disagree with this forecast just a little bit. And because that doesn't mean it's going to precipitate everywhere within the dotted line, though. But this is a rough area of estimation, if I can get that word out. Freezing rain is possible up in southern Illinois and Indiana. Snow, of course, north of that. And my camera is always acting up. I don't know why. Because it got plenty of playroom. I'm just not stretching it out like I should be. Snow north of that, as you can see here. And there's the rest of the map. I'll go ahead and show it to you right quick like. Alright. And this is Friday morning's map as of about the same time. Alright, the Weather Service saying this. As you can see, the features and what's expected by them. And okay. Let's look at the local printout forecast. Is a good word to call it. I'll turn the camera around so I can read it to you, and take it from there. I'll try to just read you a couple of days or so, and I'll be caught up for the evening. Mostly clear skies tonight, maybe a few high thin clouds along the Kentucky-Tennessee border, but mainly most of us will be mostly clear. It's going to be another cold night tonight, down around 19 degrees tomorrow morning. Well, it'd be really one of the coldest lows we've had so far this fall season, if it indeed dropped down there. So far, it's been 20 degrees has been the coldest so far. But may hit 19 tomorrow morning. Oh, I'm sorry, I got the wrong day here. I'm looking at today's forecast. Should be 16 tomorrow morning. I'm sorry. 16 tomorrow morning with fair skies. 16 will be the coldest if it does indeed make it that low. Tomorrow's high, however, is going to warm up to 48 degrees. That's going to actually feel pretty good with some sunshine. With south winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Wait, I say south winds? I sure did. South winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. We're finally getting a wind shift. And it's going to start getting a little bit warmer as we go along. The moon sets, already gone today, never mind. The sun rises at 6:56 tomorrow morning, sets at 5:21 p.m. Moon will be rising tomorrow afternoon at 3:43 p.m. and to be setting at 1:57 p.m. Tomorrow afternoon. Wait a minute, that sounds confusing. That should be a.m. The moon will be rising at 3:43 a.m. tomorrow morning. Sorry about that. And be setting at 1:57 p.m. Tomorrow afternoon. That's more like it. And down on to Friday, we're back to cloudy skies, mostly cloudy, with a 50% chance of rain till about noon, then remaining mostly cloudy for the rest of Friday. Low of 36, high of 50, with south winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. The weekend don't look too bad. Mostly clear Saturday, low of 38, a high of 62, with south winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. By Sunday, mostly cloudy skies return, and there's a 50% chance of rain by Sunday night, with a low near 46 and a high of 64, with south winds at 10 to 20. Next Monday, looks like mostly cloudy with a 40% chance of rain. Not a big chance, not really. With a low of 57 and a high of 68, with south winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Almost 70 degrees by Monday. And Monday morning's low of 57, and yet tomorrow morning's low is going to be around 16. What a big rise there in temperatures. Alrighty, I'll go ahead and give you next Tuesday. Mostly cloudy with a 50% chance of rain. Low of 60 and a high of 67 with south winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Alrighty, that's pretty much it for the evening. One more time, fair skies tonight, mostly fair tonight and fair tomorrow. That just simply means a few more clouds may be going by than usual. Oh, well, partly cloudy skies is another word for fair skies. But shouldn't go, if it should go mostly cloudy, it won't last no more than 2 hours. But most of the 24-hour period is going to be fair or partly cloudy on tomorrow. Again, a low about 16, a high of 48 with south winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Not too bad for tomorrow. At least it's a little bit of a warming trend. And again by Sunday, a high of 64. By Monday, 68. There's a good chance it may hit 70 or maybe even 72 by Monday and Tuesday of next week. Boy, isn't that going to feel good compared to all these cold days we've been having. Well, alrighty, I guess that's it for the evening. I might have forgot to tell you that so far for the month of January, I'm at 5.05 inches of rainfall and melted snow for the month of January and for the year 2009. Thought I'd go and pass that on to you as well. I think that's it for tonight. Thank you for watching and viewing and subscribing, and I hope to talk to you again real soon. Good night and God bless.